The other day I was at the bar and this lady came up to me. She was like, "Are you Jack Black?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she's like, "If you were, I would have slept with you." And I was like, well, maybe, yeah.
Dustin Ybarra is on the Adam Carolla Show.
I just discovered a sixth Miho.
What?
Yeah, there's another one.
What?
There's one last Miho.
an unreleased Miho.
There's a previously unreleased Miho.
Okay.
I
This is
forgot
exciting.
about this one. Yeah, so there's not just 5 Mihos. There's 6 Mihos.
What is it?
Sixth Miho
Okay.
takes place. I'm in the grips of depression. The boy was all I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I really cannot hold it together anymore. And I finally decide to commit suicide.
Wow.
And I sit there with a glass of wine and a candle burning, holding a picture of Miho from the 6th grade, hand shaking as I put the pistol to my head. Wow. And as we draw in tight on a picture of Miho, we just hear me whisper, Miho. And boom. And then we hear the shot. And we go to black. Credits roll. Credits roll on Miho.
That's intense.
That's the 6th Miho.
Yeah.
No one said it was going to be a simple or easy journey.
You know what's tripping me out? Because I was picturing her with the wine, the picture, and the gun. It's like,
Not in the same hand.
Oh, okay.
No, that's on the end table.
Oh, the wine is down.
Let the set dresser deal with the wine.
Okay, it was tripping me out. I'm like, is she holding the gun and the wine?
No, but you're not. Let the set dresser deal with that.
I'm all about the details.
No,
I get
know.
caught
She's
up in
holding the
that.
pistol.
Okay, holding the pistol.
With the picture.
Yeah.
You know, in the frame.
We all agree it's one of those Jesus candles, right?
Oh, yeah.
can see that.
Yeah. That's Saint somebody. Yeah. Or maybe Fauci. I don't know. Right. All right. What do we got,
Got
Mayhem?
some news, guys. Both the West Wing and Chicken Wings eluded the Harris campaign. The popular YouTube show Hot Ones turned down Kamala Harris pre-election interview request.
They turned her down.
They turned her down,
Oh,
which is
wow.
a little bit of twisting the knife, it seems like, post-election. Yeah, Hot Ones, which is a great show, they didn't want to do any politics, so they weren't going to take us. Cutter added, which is part of the Harris team. He's spilling all the beans right now about
I did
everything.
Hot Ones.
Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
How was it? Did you get through to like the 3rd, 4th level?
He didn't win the White House. So.
Unfortunately.
I don't think you're.
I mowed right through them without any incident at all because I realized that most that kind of stuff was sort of in your head.
What? Wow. But it's hot ass food. You ever been pepper sprayed? Yeah, that's not all in your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Caspian powder or something.
But
like
I can
that.
see how it's like you're on
No,
a show.
not all. It's not all in your head. But here's what I'm saying. I can compartmentalize stuff, and I can deal with discomfort in a big way and compartmentalize.
Your mom helped you with
My
that.
mom helped me deal with major discomfort. So I am not a big hot food guy. I'll put a little Tabasco on eggs or something, but I'm not into hot food, and I would have the same effect that anyone had with hot food. And then when you get to the Scoville level of like 4 million or something at the end, I was like, give me those wings. I'm putting them all in my mouth. My tongue may be on fire, but that's it. Nothing else. I will not be affected in any way.
You just man-carded right through that show? That's what you're saying?
Fucking carded right the fuck through it. And this is why I tell everyone when they're like, I'm not feeling it today. I don't think I should come into work. I just go fucking go to work. Just get up and get dressed and go to work. And they go, I don't think I should. I go, just go to work. Just go to work.
Yeah, I
you
ate
do
an
whatever you want.
Oppenheimer hot wing. So yeah. You can't.
I went right through it. No problem.
Yeah.
And if I've said many times, if you would ask me 10 minutes later on the ride home, what did I just do? If I didn't know it, I wouldn't have known it. There was no after effects. There was no prom on the toilet the next day. There was nothing for dinner. There's no reflux. There's
You didn't
no
take any Tums?
upset.
Nothing?
No,
You
there
were
was
just
nothing.
like, wow.
I just mowed right through it and went home.
I'm sure
active
not.
guy.
Really? I should have watched your episode for this because I feel like at some point your body physiologically.
You can watch probably The Last Wing. It's up somewhere.
No sweating?
No, it's funny. I brought a towel because when I eat hot food, normally my forehead gets all. If I eat like something really zesty or peppery or something, I'll have to mop my forehead. Yeah, thought I'd do it. Nothing. Da bomb, the spiciest sauce of all is da bomb, I guess.
Here we go.
I don't know what the Scoville scale is, but
it's 135, 600.
135,000.
Yeah, we get it. It's hot sauce.
It's getting real over here.
Ominous music.
So, Adam, I know that you're a connoisseur of the good, bad movie genre, the 80s era movies that are so over the top, so corny, that they're actually kind of good. So what I want to do is bounce some titles off of you. I'm just curious about your thoughts.
All right.
Why do you think Sylvester Stallone's Cobra is a must-watch movie?
Well, everyone knows, Rambo, and everyone knows Rocky, and everyone knows even Over the Top, but they sleep on Cobra. Cobra is Stallone at his Stalloniest, It's an insane... my glasses are starting to...
All right.
The whole
See,
thing
you
is
remembered it a little wrong.
I fucked up my glasses here, just yelling about pepperoni pizza.
It has everything you need in a movie, and no one's ever seen it. And it makes no sense at all, and for that reason, you gotta watch Cobra.
Point Break or Roadhouse?
Point Break is actually kind of a goodish movie.
All right, so is this me eating the hottest one?
So Roadhouse.
All right.
You gotta watch Roadhouse.
That's the hottest.
that looked easy.
I know, you really did handle it.
Where any movie where somebody said they were
we got it.
retired, but
I don't know what Kamala's doing, and I look, whatever. She's horrible. She's a horrible person. She's horrible at her job. She's
Well, no, but
horrible
the
at
whole
everything.
point was I didn't mention that they reached out to hot ones.
Right.
And on contrast, Trump did, this past weekend with Theo Von, Break 50, The Undertaker's 6 Feet Under, Barstool Sports, Bussin' with the Boys, the Joe Rogan Experience. Like, he went on everything, and it paid off for him.
Yeah.
Next up, DEI programs can actually escalate hostility and racial tensions, new study claims. And the New York Times
Yeah, no shit. Go to LAX.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Listen, I've said it 1 billion times. I have no idea why no one understands this. Convincing black people that they're not wanted here is going to cause downstream problems.
Yeah.
They're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
And it's going to lead to something. It's going to lead to a lot of wrestling with cops and a lot of mean people.
Wrestling with cops. That's a nice way to say
Well,
it.
if you think the cop's there to kill you, then why not?
You're going to wrestle him.
Yeah. Wrestle with him.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Do you were you into NASCAR at all?
No, but I like cars. I like race cars. I've not been into NASCAR.
I was a big NASCAR guy.
Really?
I remember when I saw DEI. That's Dale Earnhardt. I think it was Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Like he was the owner of the teams, his son's team and Michael Waltrip's team. So every time I see DEI, I think Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
And I think that.
Trade paint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what they call it is a hostile attribution bias. So what happens is people get fired up that there's exactly what you've been talking about. They separate us.
Well, here's
segregation.
Here's the problem. It's baked in. It's an issue. It's a big issue. No one wants to talk about because it's not popular. And white people have been basically like, I'm just going to shut up and stand on the sidelines and pretend I agree with all this bullshit. But here's the deal. Black people constantly talk about, you don't know what it's like to be black and be in our society. If you listen to Sunny Hostin, she's like, you don't know what it's like. It's like you're a hot rich chick. Don't fucking hand me that shit. You don't know what it's like to be poor. Poor is where you get the shit kicked out of you. It's not, Jay-Z's fine.
Yeah.
It's when you're fucking poor is when society really beats the shit out of you. And all facets of it, I used to get my car towed, I got 3 motorcycles towed because I was poor. As soon as I got rich, I never got another parking ticket. I never got towed.
Yeah.
I never had any more issues. I parked in my garage at night. I didn't fucking park on the street. And the street cleaners coming at 6 a.m. and fuck, I forgot. And now I got another ticket. Being poor, that's what we're really discriminated against. But what they don't really understand, like Michelle Obama does this all the time. All the leftist politicians, they're all fucking race hustlers. What they do is they go, you don't know what it's like being a black woman. I'm invisible. I remember this one time I went to go get frozen yogurt with my kids, and some woman just cut in front of us in line. It's like, hey, bitch, that happens to everyone all fucking day, every day. It's not because you're black.
Oh, so if I see a black person, I'm like, I'm not going to cut in front of them.
I'm much less apt to cut in front of
you
the
can
black
go ahead
man.
of me,
go
actually.
ahead.
I don't know what I'm getting.
I remember you from the airport.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. What they do not realize is life is a never-ending avalanche of like frustrating bullshit. That guy flicked me off in his car even though he cut me off. Or
Microaggressions.
Yes, and macro. Like, what the fuck or why? Lots of shitty neighbors who call the cops. Just fucking tons of it. And then you're a black person and you go, oh, it's because I'm black. No, it's because everyone's a dick. That's what it is. And then we convince them that everyone hates them because they're black. And then we release them out into the wild. And then they take their pound of flesh, as they should. If they were convinced, if someone convinced me that society hated me, then I would be a douche to other members of society who didn't look like me.
Yeah, the study kind of concludes when people are supposed to see anti-racist material in the ideology, it looks like what happens is they become more likely to punish for any evidence of wrongdoing. That includes protesting people, calling for dismissal, demanding public apologies, receiving people calling for their relocation.
Also, isn't everyone just ideology? I mean, like Trump's cabinet's appointments so far are tons of chicks who we don't think of as chicks. The left doesn't think of that. Like, oh, good, we got a woman in charge. No, we don't. We have a woman who disagrees with you. They don't like Pam Bondi from fucking Florida. They don't want that bitch in charge of anything. You know what I mean? It's the same where if you take a black guy, but he's a Republican, he's fucking done. It's not like black people like him or include him into the group. Trump picks Indian guys. He's got Indian guys, chicks, gay guy running the Fed. He's got tons of different people that no one cares about. No one thinks of diverse. No one anything. And by the way, I don't think of him as an Indian guy or a chick. I just go, fucking Vivek Ramaswamy. Yeah. Yes, get in there and fucking dismantle this fucking behemoth government that's spending all my money. Go do it, Vivek.
Smart guy.
I don't go, hey, Indian guy. They just did.
Trump probably does it. Indian guy.
He calls him Indian guy.
Definitely
well,
calls
actually,
him
he says
Indian
Haji. Haji. Size of a camel.
Yeah.
Sim sim salibim.
That's right. All right. Good. Enough. Do away with it. It doesn't work. Nothing works. None of these ideas are good.
The real hook to this story, though, is that the New York Times potentially buried this, and the Times spokesperson said that the story was pulled in the 11th hour because, then this is a great quote, our journalists are always considering potential topics for news coverage, evaluating them for newsworthiness, and often choose not to pursue further reporting for a variety of reasons.
Yeah, like, they don't listen.
It doesn't fit their narrative. Yeah.
New York Times is DEI all the time. All the people with the bad ideas. All the people with the defund the police, all the people with the let's raise the minimum to $850 for larceny so we don't arrest all these poor people of color. All the 6-foot distance for COVID, fucking paper mask, take the vax for your 14-year-old healthy son, DEI. They're wrong about everything. About everything, and all that, instead of just fucking bathing in a tub of incorrectness, which is where they should reside, they just try to squash stories that do not comport with their version of reality, which is wrong.
Mayhem!
I know, I'm fired up right now.
Jesus Christ, you fuckers are wrong about everything. So just fucking suck it up. Or, by the way, get into a different business.
Yeah.
You're in the prognostication department, and you haven't fucking picked a winner in 18 years. What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? You're bad. You're really bad at your job. You got everything COVID wrong. Los Angeles Times, every single thing to do with COVID was wrong. Ooh. And now the guy, Jay Bhattacharya or whoever, who he tried to get blackballed and pulled off of Twitter, and you guys attacked as a quack, is now running the CDC.
You know what? I'll go right into that. I'll go right into that because Trump picks a COVID lockdown critic to lead a top health agency.
Yes.
Jay Bhattacharya.
He's not a COVID lockdown critic. He's a guy who was right about everything COVID, so we decided to destroy his life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, now he's back. You know, he's going to lead this top health agency. Trump has selected the Stanford University-trained physician and economist to lead the National Health Institute, or National Institutes of Health, the biggest government-funded biomedical research entity.
You do understand this guy just dared to go, hey, I'm trained, and me and my colleagues who are trained don't think what you guys are doing with COVID is correct.
Yeah, and they're like, shut up.
And they're like, oh, we got to destroy this guy's credibility.
Yeah.
You know,
like Fauci was like, we got to destroy this guy so they'll listen to me and do the wrong shit. And by the way, people don't have an issue with this? You were fucking instructed to do the wrong thing about COVID for 3 years, and you don't want to take a look and examine it just a little bit and go, what the fuck were these people up to? And then why they blackball this guy?
Well, it's kind of it's a cool story though, because now he got everything back, right? He's at a higher level.
He's going to be the guy. Yeah. Looking back at it, it does seem like, that they could have just let the healthy people get it and go through it and separated the weaker people. So
why did they need to destroy the guy who thought differently than them?
I think that's the times that we live in, because you have to crush somebody down to raise your way up. At least that's what it seems like,
I mean, I was out there banging my pots and pans, doing everything I could.
For the nurses?
Yeah, I thought it killed COVID, right?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Good job. You did your part.
Okay, see.
There's a clip of him. I think I liked it, Byron or Joe. Or there's a clip of Bhattacharya in front of, I don't even know how to say his last name, but Jay. In front of Congress, basically, sort of laying it out. I think I liked it from the other day. I love this guy. And everyone should be asking, what the fuck was the government doing during COVID, and what was CNN and MSNBC and all the other fucking liars doing? What were they doing? What was Sanjay Gupta from CNN doing during COVID? He was lying to you. Why the fuck is that okay with you? And then why would you listen to Sanjay Gupta about anything ever again if that's all he did was lie during COVID? And why did all the liars try to destroy the people who were telling the truth? That's right.
Something fishy was going on.
Yes.
I have no idea. I don't understand what they got out of the whole COVID experience. Like, what did they have stock in hand sanitizer or
it could have been that, like Pfizer.
What happened was Fauci was doing gain of function work in China that we funded because we couldn't do it here in the United States.
When you say gain of function, what exactly does that mean?
We're taking viruses from the animal world and seeing how they could be transferred to the human world.
Okay.
But why?
For war,
biological warfare,
and for
bioweapons.
And if somebody ostensibly unleashed it on us as well. I don't know that it's all offensive. Some of it is defensive, I think. Yeah. And the world is sort of like going, well, we don't condone that here in the United States.
But you got to take it over there.
But take it over to China, and then Fauci will backdoor it over there, and then we can fund it through shell corporations and shit. We'll figure out a way to get you some funding, and then you experiment on this disease in China, and then it escapes the lab and it comes over here, and then Fauci goes, well, I don't want anyone going to the lab in China. So what I'll do is I'll say it came from a wet market, and then I'll get a bunch of other like-minded stooges to say that as well, and then we'll take it a step further. If you say it came from the lab, then that makes you racist, and then we'll get our stooge useful idiots over at CNN and MSNBC to join us in this, and then they'll come out with like, oh, a study came out, said it couldn't have come from the lab. Okay, good. And then anyone who said it did come from the lab will attack them.
Yeah, I didn't believe that wet market thing. You know, I said, you ever been to Golden Corral? You know?
Yeah.
I look at that, I'm like, okay, how is this not making diseases?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Macaroni that close to pork? That doesn't make sense.
Out of arroz con pollo?
Yeah, fish and
That's right.
red chicken.
Yeah, cross-contaminating the pudding.
Yeah.
Well, I know what you're
Yeah, the
saying.
ambrosia
Didn't make any
salad,
sense to me.
snuggling up to the Caesar.
Yeah, come on. If that hasn't made a disease, then what will? You know?
Yeah, so then that's what happened, and then people on the right started saying it, so then people on the left just said, fuck you, we love Fauci.
Yeah.
Because all they did was politicize it. So anyone who had questions about the vaccine or about the efficacy of masks or where COVID even emanated from, like where it began, they were considered Trump guys. So then they all battled any of those people.
People had such a boner over Fauci, too. I was thinking about that the other day, how when he, like, opened Saturday Night Live and stuff, and I'm like, what's the guy?
History's not going to be kind to him. There's going to be a bunch more shit about Fauci.
You think so?
There's already a bunch of emails and shit. He's fucking horrible and corrupt.
Yeah, not my proudest jerk.
Whenever the media really gets behind someone, I'm always like, all right, what's going on
I
here?
know.
What is this guy?
The guy they loved 10 minutes before they loved Fauci was Michael Avenatti.
Yeah, right?
The ladies from The View loved Michael Avenatti, who's in prison right now.
Yeah.
And first, and then they moved on to Fauci. So let's not trust them.
Yeah, Trump also picked Marty Makary, Johns Hopkins surgeon who opposed the COVID-19 vaccine mandate to run the Food and Drug Administration. We already know RFK's in there. And then Trump nominated TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz to be the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services Administrator.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
Another ethnic.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. It's diversity.
Counts as white. Counts as a Trump guy.
He is getting a lot in that. Good job. Yeah, there you go. DEI.
Next story is the ex-Google CEO Eric Schmidt warns perfect AI girlfriends could worsen loneliness for young men.
Here we go. Yeah.
This is what's happening. Yeah, parents are going to have to be more involved for obvious reasons, but at the end of the day, parents can only control what their sons, daughters are doing within reason. Yeah, AI-powered chatbots are talking to young men and, kind of twisting their brain.
Wait, maybe we could. I had a thought. First off, we scoff at like robot AI girlfriends, but I was staring at a hustler when I was 17. Like, what's the big difference?
Oh, imagine.
You know what I mean?
It's because the hustler wouldn't like talk to you and stuff. That'd be trippy, right?
Yeah.
Get in your head, ask you, Adam, how's your day? You're like, my mom's let herself go. I'll never let myself go.
I'll always shave my armpits for you, Sailor.
It's gonna be weird, dude.
But how about this? All right. But anyway, how can we judge? I jerked off to a chick on a raft box once. You know what I mean? She was she looked good. She was advertising the raft, but they need some of the hottest models are raft models. I don't know if you guys know that.
True.
Yeah, I know.
You know why? Because first off, you got to be in a bikini.
Yeah.
You got to look good on that raft.
Yeah.
But you have to have a certain sort of homespun authenticity.
Ooh, yeah, like she could be my girlfriend.
Yeah, I could get her. I bet her name is Monica or something that I could get. You know what I mean? And she's in a pool. And plus, I like the pool, too, because I don't have a pool. I wonder if Monica's folks would let me hang out in their pool.
Oh, probably. Monica's a down-home girl.
They look good, but they're not like Victoria's Secret or spokesmodel or over the top.
They look attainable.
Attainable, and you could show them off to your friends, and people would think there was a real relationship
so you
there.
jacked it to this. Was it a big box?
Well, I couldn't afford the raft, but when I would
just took a picture in your
Snapshot,
mind. Okay.
spank bank. When I'd go into the Big Five in Van Nuys, I'd go,
I'm gonna do that later.
She's so hot.
Yeah.
I like the part of the reason that you masturbate development in terms that she had a backstory that you definitely could. She was like an OnlyFans model for your era.
See, that was your AI. You were already creating this. Imagine if you could create that.
I could see myself coming over there on hot July days, just kind of kicking it by the pool.
Yeah, her dad's cool and lets you drink,
She's like, Adam, you need another Tecate? I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I could do another Tecate. And just sitting there on the shallow end with my feet in there, maybe my pants rolled up.
You don't have to take your shirt off, babe. I wasn't gonna.
She's sunning herself on that raft.
Yeah.
She was. I had a whole backstory for that raft girl.
I wonder what she's up to these days, Adam.
She may have moved up to like sea kayaks.
No, maybe Sea-Doos, perhaps.
She may be modeling. Sea-Doos.
I had things like that. Mine was my brother had that ZZ Top CD. Remember that CD with the chicks on it? Oh, bro, yeah. And they were I think it was like 3 smoking chicks, but then they also had ZZ Top was on there too.
Yeah,
so you're
really
looking at it.
You got to look around the beard.
Yeah, you got to put your thumb over what's his name.
You don't want to stare you right in the eye.
Well, that's why you always go with the raft box.
Yeah, there's
not
no other
middle-aged
dudes.
bearded guys floating on a raft next to them.
That's true.
Just the one chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the girlfriend...
Maybe I'm into that, though. I don't know.
The AI...
just unlocked him right now.
Yeah, wow.
The AI girlfriend that we think is pathetic could probably be used as a training tool. Like, I probably could have used one when I was 26 because I was bad. I didn't know what I was doing.
Cool.
You know, like the AI girlfriend. Like, I would say stuff like, come on, get in the car. Let's go eat. And they'd be like, a gentleman would open the door.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And just sort of, now it's time to hold my hand. And like I would do stuff like if we're in a mall, I would walk 10 feet ahead of them, like looking for stuff, instead of slowing down and doing the hand holding. We could have one like a tutorial, like a coaching.
That would have helped so because you won't practice. People don't. You don't practice on real things.
I wouldn't have failed
things.
algebra twice if I had an AI saying, "Oh, you can do that." But after you do algebra homework,
that's why they have CPR dummies. They don't give them a real person.
Not a real person.
In
Mexico, it's a real person, but here it's not. No, you're right. I'd be in there, like AI would be outside the bathroom. Adam, what are you doing in there with your raft box? Oh, yeah, no, I was just coming out. Yeah, here I go. Yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah. Pull the chair out before she sits down at the restaurant.
Nice things.
Learn a little etiquette, some manners. I used to chew with my mouth wide open.
Oh yeah, she'd be like, "Hey,"
people would say like, "Good morning," and I'd go, "How's it going?" You should say good morning back to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't learn which fork was the salad fork.
I still don't know.
I don't know. Well, you don't have an AI girlfriend.
I know. I need to get one. I have a fiance, but maybe I could get an AI girlfriend, and then that would help our relationship.
Well, see, the fact that we've been talking about this so long, this story takes a left turn. Instead of just talking about the AI girlfriends, it goes into the fact that there's been way more college enrollments for women. And it's like guys are just hanging back and beating off all day.
We don't care. Yeah,
hanging out and beating off all
They're just
day.
Why should you go get a college level job
when I can just beat off
your
all day?
AI girlfriend
ripping bong loads and watching raft boxes?
Exactly right.
It's the American dream, bro.
I would name my AI girlfriend. I think you got to look this name up.
Aisha?
That's what I was hoping.
Heloise. Heloise. Does that reference mean anything?
No, what is that?
Man, is this a 70s movie?
Heloise, I believe, was a woman sort of like Dear Abby, but for etiquette.
Oh, you're right.
Like in the 60s or something. Heloise was a renowned woman of letters and philosopher of love and friendship, as well as eventual high-ranking abbess in the Catholic Church. Heloise would teach you how to be well-mannered and show etiquette and be kind.
Pygmalion style. Yeah, so you're getting at an AI chatbot like Pygmalion style, teach you how to speak correctly all the while tickling your penis.
Yeah, I like it.
I know. I think that's the way to get some couth.
I hope you could switch it up. Just switch up
famous.
the skins too, like
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
We name her Heloise, and she teaches your boy manners.
Yeah.
And gives a hell of a blowjob.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Technology.
With Heloise. All right. Gary Sinise is going to join me in a moment. Dustin, always
Nice.
good talking to you.
Bro, thanks for having me, man.
You got the 6 Mijos locked
I
and
got the
loaded now?
6 mijos. I'm gonna have dreams about it. I'll start working on a script. Maybe I could pitch it to you. You know, start pinning it out. Yeah.
Now remember, arroz is rice.
Right. Frijoles is beans.
Frijoles is beans, and rojo is red.
Yeah.
But there is such a thing as red beans and rice,
Oh, whoa,
which
bro!
could
Come
take
on.
your entire
Mind-blowing.
world
I
and make a
can't.
peanut butter cup out of it.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Live shows coming up.
Yep.
Dustin, where should we go? Funny Bone, Columbus, Ohio, December 4th, and then we should just go to your website, right?
Yeah, I'm all around. I don't think I'm the funny. I might be. I'm everywhere.
We might not be.
WeenieTips.com.
WeenieTips.com. All right.